Hi, this is Taylor Libonati, and today I'm going to show you how to draw a coffee cup. To start off a coffee cup, I like to start with the handle, which I'm going to place here on the right side. And what we know of the handle is that it's going to have a top point and a bottom point. And from there, I can start to play around with how I want this handle to curve around, whether I want it to come up or flat across. Just keep playing around with that until you find that shape. And then you can roughen the bottom of it too, so that it is a thick handle. From there, I'm just going to fill in the right side of this cup between the handle, and then we can start to see that it'll come up a little bit above the handle and a little bit below. From that, I'm going to feel out where the line of this cup would come to the other side. And go ahead and keep these lines fairly light. Just map out the top and the bottom. So right now the shape of this is very simple. To add some uniqueness to this coffee cup, I'm just going to add like a little lip to the top of it and then a slight base at the bottom. So that it'll just curve the opposite way ever so slightly. Now I'll go ahead and map out this top. Make it so you're looking into the cup a little bit, doing that just by mapping out a oval. And then finally a shape of where it's connecting to the table. There's our outline of the coffee cup. Now I'm actually going to pick a lighting point so that I can give some shading to this and add some 3D elements. For me, it's going to be behind the coffee cup, facing towards us, which means anything in the bottom left here is going to be cast in shadow. So right now I'm just going to very lightly rough out where those shadows would be. We can see on the handle that it would curve around the bottom here, and the bottom of the handle would be covered mostly in shadow. As we move to the actual cup, I imagine this cup being very round, which means that the very corner is going to be black, and then coming from that in a curve is going to be lighter and lighter. Just kind of map that out. And because I gave this a lip here, that's going to give this top area a little more shadow than everything else. So go ahead and mark that line in. Same with the bottom. If the light's coming from here, the cup would be covering this bottom lip, so this would almost all be shadowed as well. And then the inside of the coffee cup, of course, cast in shadow. From there we can start to refine these shadows by giving a nice contrast between the darks and the lights. So I'm going to start with the darkest point and then work out from that. And moving on to the base of the cup. And the more you do this, the more you'll start to see the shape of your coffee cup come out. And then to add some smoothness to these shadows, you can go ahead and just use your finger to blend it out. Sometimes you have to not be afraid of getting dirty. And as you do this, the lead will start to spread outside of your coffee cup. So to keep your shape refined, you can go ahead and erase anywhere that it went outside of the lines. And you can refine this idea more and more. But as you can see, as you start to blend these major shadows, the shape of your coffee cup starts to come alive. This is Taylor Libonati, and this has been How to Draw a Coffee Cup.